Welcome to Historically. I am Rolake Ademiju. Today, we remember Vigdis Finnbogadottir, the first woman in the world to be elected head of state in the national election. She was elected president of Iceland on this day in 1980 to 1996. Finnbogadottir was born into a wealthy and well-connected family. Her mother chaired Iceland's National Nurse Association, and her father was a civil engineer. After graduating from Reykjavik College in 1949, Finnbogadottir attended the University of Grenoble and the Sorbonne in France, and also the University of Uppsala in Sweden. She also studied in Denmark and at the University of Iceland, where she later taught French, drama and theatre history. From 1972 to 1980, Finnbogadottir served as the director of the Reykjavik Theatre Company and participated in an experimental theatre group. During that period, she presented French lessons and cultural programming on the Iceland State Television, a task that enhanced her national reputation and popularity. During the summer tourist season, she also served as a guide and translator for the Icelandic Tourist Bureau. She became a member of the Advisory Committee on Cultural Affairs in Nordic countries in 1976 and was elected its chair in 1978. In 1980, despite being a divorced single mother, Finnbogadottir was drafted as a candidate for the presidency of Iceland. She was narrowly elected with 33.6% of the national vote, over three male opponents. She was subsequently re-elected 3 times in 1984, 1988 and 1992 respectively, before retiring in 1996. Although the Icelandic presidency is largely a ceremonial position, she took an active role in promoting the country as a cultural ambassador and enjoyed great popularity. Finnbogadottir subsequently served as the president of the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, World Commission on Ethics of Scientific Knowledge and Technology in 1997 to 2001. Known for her efforts to promote linguistic diversity, she became UNESCO's Goodwill Ambassador for Languages in 1998. We also have notable women who have been elected and appointed head of state or government of their respective countries. These include Indira Gandhi, former Prime Minister of India, Isabella President, former President of Argentina, Margaret Thatcher, former Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, to mention a few. Despite being hailed as the giant of Africa, Nigeria is yet to produce a female president. While several women have made attempts to run, none have emerged victorious in the nation's presidential election. Interestingly, some social critics argue that electing a woman as the president could be a turning point in our fight against corruption, ushering in a new era of accountable leadership. What do you think? Please let us know in the comment section. On the 1st of August 2024, Nigerians across the country poured into the streets in one of the most widespread protests in recent years. A bold outcry against the rising cost of living under President Bola Tinubu's administration. The protest, which trended online with the hashtag #EndBadGovernance in Nigeria, was largely youth-driven and echoed the spirit of resistance seen in the EndSARS protest. In the weeks leading up to the mass action, social media platforms became battleground of civic agitation. Youth Nigerians, burdened by inflation and worsened poverty, called for nationwide mobilization. Despite desperate efforts by the federal government to suppress the movement, including the use of religious leaders, traditional rulers, market associations, security forces, and the last-minute court injunction, the protest gained momentum and was successfully staged across the country. At the heart of the protests were the harsh economic reality that has intensified since President Tinubu took office in May 2023. His administration's sweeping neoliberal reforms, including the removal of fuel subsidies, which led to a 200% hike in petrol prices and a free-floating naira policy that drastically weakened the currency, pushed millions of Nigerians into deeper hardship. By the time of the August protest, Nigeria was in the grip of its worst inflation in decades. Official data from the National Bureau of Statistics placed inflation at 34.19%, with food inflation soaring to 40.66%. Yet, many analysts and citizens believe the true figures were even higher based on the severe prices increase witnessed in local markets. Today, 1 year later, the August 1 protest remains a landmark in Nigeria's democratic journey, a moment when ordinary citizens, led by youth, stood up not just against economic hardship, but against a system that seemed increasingly detached from their daily struggles. Would you say things have improved since then at your end? Please let us know in the comment section.